When I was New Mexico Attorney General, we began cracking down on drunk drivers and taking dramatic steps to make our roads safer. This year I introduced a bill that will allow us to take what we learned in New Mexico and apply it nationally.
The promise of technology that could stop a drunk driver from hitting the roads is closer than ever. The Roads Safe Act, sponsored by Senators Tom Udall and Bob Corker, supports the development of in-car technology that prevents a drunk driver from operating their vehicle if they've been drinking over the legal limit. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is spearheading this research with their Driver Alcohol Detection System for Safety program. They will look at a number of different methods for detecting a driver's blood alcohol level, like touching a steering wheel or engine start button, as well as sensors that passively monitor a driver's breath or eye movements. This new program looks at how the next generation of technology can prevent future drunk driving deaths and make sure our roads are safe.
Every drunk driving death is a preventable death. So the Roads Safe Act looks at how technology can help save lives. Here with me to talk more about the importance of exploring new technologies to combat drunk driving is the CEO of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Chuck Hurley. Chuck, thanks so much for being here.
Well, nice to be with you, Senator.
It's a real pleasure to have you, and I know that, Chuck, you've followed the New Mexico situation and followed what we've been working on. What do you think the lessons are out of New Mexico in terms of tackling drunk driving?
Well, the first lesson is probably leadership. A lot of the progress in New Mexico began when you were Attorney General. In the late 90s, your task force really brought together all the invented knowledge on what it would take to bring down the very tough problem New Mexico had. New Mexico was one of the worst states in the country at that point. And that progress continued on by Governor Richardson and others, bipartisan progress, has made New Mexico a national model for MADD. And so I'd say the first lesson is leadership. It takes people in positions such as Attorney General and Governor and now U.S. Senator to make good things happen.
We have a national piece of legislation taking the lessons you talked about and putting them into action at the national level, spreading them around the country, working for other states. And it's called the Roads Safe Act. Tell me where you think this could have the biggest impact and why.
This may be the most important piece of legislation MADD has supported, and we really do thank you for leading its efforts in the United States Senate. During my lifetime, Senator, more than 1 million people have been killed by drunk driving in the United States. I'm 64, an average of more than 20,000 fatalities a year. Thankfully, that's down to only 11,773 last year. But there is a wonderful promise of technology, not a guarantee, that is being explored with a cooperative research agreement by the major automobile companies in the world and the U.S. Department of Transportation. And they are looking at technology that within 10 years, the car may well know when the driver's over the illegal limit of 0.08 PAC. Some of it's pretty high technology stuff. Some of it came from Los Alamos and a technology firm in New Mexico, TrueTouch, that I think you're familiar with as well. And they are been actively at work and are producing proof of concept models that will be available next month. And it holds the promise of a vaccine for drunk driving. That if you can't stop drunks from driving, maybe you can stop the car from allowing drunks to drive. And your bill would provide the very essential seed money to get that to market. And we are very grateful for your leadership.
Well, we're also very grateful for your leadership at MADD, and I was saddened to hear that you're going to retire, and I wondered what you were thinking about doing next.
Well, I'm going to get promoted to MADD volunteer, Senator. I was a volunteer for MADD for 25 years before becoming CEO, and intend to go back to that. I've got 6 grandchildren that need to learn how to fish and swim and important things like that. But I will still be very involved with MADD. But we've got a new CEO, Kimberly Earl, that we'll bring by to meet with you next month. was Chief Operating Officer at Komen for the Cure, the Breast Cancer Foundation in Texas. We expect great things to continue to happen at MADD, and particularly working with you, we're certain. And with the interlock laws that New Mexico has pioneered, and with the Road Safe Act and the advanced technology that you're leading, there literally is a hope and a promise that we can have a vaccine for drunk driving that won't eliminate drinking, never our goal, won't eliminate impairment, begins before 0.08, but 0.08 and above won't happen. And what a great day that would be for New Mexico and for the country.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Chuck, we're going to miss you on your national leadership that you have provided, but I fully understand about the grandchildren, and we wish you the very best, and we hope that you do stay involved, and know you will as a MADD volunteer. Thank you for coming today.
Well,
Great to have
Senator.
you.
Nice
it's a
to
real
see you.
pleasure.
Thanks again for your leadership.
Thank you.